Welcome back to Stoneblock 3 Bedrock Edition. My name is Crafty Red Dragon and today we're diving into the Smelting questline. By the end of this video we should have access to a whole lot more blocks, some more items, and we'll be able to produce some decent tools. So I'm going to start by giving you a quick tour of the base so you can see the changes I've made. As you can see, the river is now complete and flows right through into the next room, which has been converted into a proper storage room. Now I know this game suffers from a fair bit of lag, so I've created hanging signs for the storage area to try and keep the entity count down. So we'll see how long these last. So I've also done some more grinding in between episodes, and we now have a chest of gravel and a nice collection of iron and sand and all the things that come out of milling the gravel. So let's just get going with the first quest. Smelting. Here we go. What's better than solid metals? That's right, molten liquid metal. With a smeltery you can get outputs from your ore. So craft a smeltery. Well, let's go and have a quick look at how we can craft a smeltery. So looking at the recipe, we can see it requires seared brick, a tank, a blast furnace, and some seared brick blocks. So to make seared bricks, you use grout. Now we have this grout as we were given it as a random reward earlier, but to make grout you just combine sand and gravel and clay. Let me show you. Like that, and it gives you 2 blocks of grout, which is really handy. And then all we need to do with the grout is to place it into a standard furnace and it will create us the seared bricks. So let's go quickly do that. You'll see down here as well, as part of my upgrades, I've put in the cobble gen, which is happily cobbling away, and I've sealed it right in so that nothing falls out and it all goes into the hopper underneath and straight into the barrel. I've also got in here a lava room, and I have my furnace all set up ready to go. I think I'm going to need a bucket of lava. I'll show you how this can be set up. We'll put 3 pieces in there, I think. And you'll see, there we go, there's our seared bricks. So that's fantastic. That's how you make seared bricks. Now we fortunately also got some seared bricks from a previous random reward, so we don't actually need to make any, which is really cool. So we're going to use those ones first. Grab those 2. Let's go and combine 4 seared bricks into the crafting table, and you'll see this should make us our seared brick blocks. Now if we go back to the smeltery, we need 1, 2, 3 seared brick blocks, so that's cool. So we'll just click on that one and we'll go 1, 2, 3. So perfect. We have all the seared brick blocks we need. We're going to grab a little bit of iron. See my resource gathering there. And we are going to grab some glass, which I believe will be here. Here we go, we'll grab a little bit of glass. Actually, I only think we need 4 pieces, so we're just going to grab the 4. And this will make us our tank. There we go, perfect. And then the next thing we need to make is our blast furnace. This is actually the last thing we need to make. And from there, our smeltery becomes available. And there we go. And that completes the quest. Smelt it. Nice, good work. Alright, let's go and have a check in the quest book and see what our reward is, and see what the next quest is at the same time. So our next quest, now that you've created the smeltery, you'll also need a casting basin to create and pour solid blocks. So our task is simply to craft a casting basin. What reward did we get from that? We got 2 blocks of lapis lazuli. Well, that's pretty awesome. Let's go put those in here. Nice. I'm just going to put my grout back in here with my clay and my dust because that actually seems like a good place for it to go. Okay, so we need to do a casting basin. So let's have a look at these items. We have a casting table and a casting basin. And for this we need 7 glass and, 7 seed bricks and a piece of glass. So all we're missing is our glass. So let's quickly grab some of that again. Here. And let's make the casting basin. Perfect. Liquid block complete. Alright, let's go see what our reward is. And our next quest is use your smeltery to obtain a bucket of molten iron, then place it in a casting basin and wait for it to cool. Task, obtain a block of iron. That should be nice and easy for us. Let's exit out of there, quickly have a look. Oh, we've got a bucket of lava for our next reward. That's fantastic because that's about to come in real handy. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to place a smeltery down. And I've made this little sort of area here in between my posts because this is exactly where I want it to go. Because I feel this is a good location. It's nice and close to the tables, it's nice and close to the millstone, and some of our other bits that are going to happen over there, be nice and close to those as well. So we're going to put the basin on this side, and there we go. Except it needs one more thing. For it to get fired up and actually work, it needs a lava bucket. So there we go, and now it's all fired up and ready to go. So I've got some raw iron in my inventory here already. So we're just going to pop that in. And I think it takes 4. There we go, 4 to fill up. Beautiful. And then we're going to take that bucket, since we got given it very nicely. We'll grab the raw molten iron out of there. And it makes a bucket of iron, or an iron bucket in this case. And all we need to do is right click it into there. It sets like that. Shift right click, and I am Iron Man. There we go. We've got our first block of iron. Fantastic. Let's go check the quest book and find out what our reward is and what the next quest is. Complete, claim reward. Now to finish your smeltery setup, you'll only need one more thing, and that's the casting table. The casting table lets you create better tools. Create a better tools? Just better tools. So craft a casting table. Oh, again, I think this is... Oh, wait. Got a gravel bee in a jar? That's another one, I think, because I'm pretty sure... Where's my bees? I'm sure it's here somewhere. Bees. This one here. What have we got? Oh, we don't have the gravel one. Awesome. I thought we did, but no, we don't. That's fantastic. That's 4 bees we've got now. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Anyway, got distracted. Sorry, guys. Casting table. So this is our casting table here. And again, all we need is 7 seed bricks, and that's it. Nothing else is required. So fantastic. We'll grab that. Cast it out as the next quest it's set off. And we're actually going to place that on that side of the smeltery. And there we go. There's our full smeltery setup. Let's go check out our reward and find out what the next quest is. Next quest. The easiest way to cast a tool is to create a sand cast. So now we need to create a sand cast. Let's go see what reward we got. Oh, we got a cobblestone trapped chest. Very nice. Let's put it in here. I think the sheep was quite keen on that trapped chest. Nice. Alright, so the next one was to cast a sand cast. So let's have a look at how to do a sand cast. And that will be in here. Oh, not craftable yet. But there we go. You can do a red sand cast or a standard sand cast. So to do that, we need just 1 block of sand. Well, guess what we have in here? I think I have enough sand. We're going to grab a couple because we'll make a couple of sand casts. And I don't even think we need that crafting table. I think we can just do it in hand. So even better, 1 block of sand will create 4 sandcasts. So that's going to give us a nice healthy collection of sandcasts. No sandcastles. Right, we're going to just put, I'll leave one in my inventory and we'll put the rest up there because this is where I'm keeping all my Tinker's stuff. And let's quickly have a check on that quest. Complete, claim reward. Once you've smelted your ores, you need a way to move them around, and this is where a copper can comes in handy. Think of it as a quarter the size of a bucket. So that's 1/4. Craft a copper can. Right, so let's go and have a look at what it's going to take to craft a copper can. If we look it up in here, we put in can, and there's our copper can, and we want an empty one. So it's going to need 3 copper ingots. Now it was at this point when I was playing through the game before I started recording that I realised that I didn't know how to get copper. I looked through the wiki, I experimented with a few things, I tried putting things through the millstone, only to discover, thanks to Discord, that copper comes from washing gravel. So we're going to go down the rabbit hole of that quest. Let's go and see how we go about washing gravel. So let's look on the wiki first and see what we can find out about how we can go and wash things. And it turns out it's with the encased fan. So the encased fan, as you can see, is this recipe here. And it's like a mechanical whiz. The whips up airflows. It comes in handy for shuffling stuff around and tackling bulk washing and bulk blasting. So to wash gravel, you need to place blue ice underneath it, a magma block for blasting, but in this case we specifically want to wash. Now the recipe for blue ice is, let's go and have a look. Blue ice is packed ice, and we need 9 packed ice. So how do we get packed ice? Well, it can be created using something called the snowplow. And we can easily get snowplows. So we're going to grab ourselves 9 snowplows. Wait, I got a diamond kitchen knife from the rewards. That's awesome. Okay, first of all, so we're going to grab ourselves, sorry, slightly distracted. We're going to grab ourselves 9 snowplows because we need 9 blocks of ice and each snowplow only makes 1. And the other thing we're going to need, because we don't have silk touch to break the ice, except we do have silk touch to break the ice. And if you remember rightly, we can get silk touch by creating some shears. So let's go and make some wooden shears. Click that over somewhere in here, wooden shears. And remember there's silk touch? So there we go. We'll get ourselves just one for now. And this can obviously pick up the ice, which is fantastic. So let's go and make the ice. See what we can do. Well, we're going to make the ice down here. So we'll grab ourselves some snowplows. And you need to do this on water. So hence why I'm here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Bit of a process. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. We grab out our silk touch. Look at that, silk touched. Perfect. Not this crafting table. Let's go back to the main crafting table. And then we have our blue ice. Fantastic. So that's that part. And let's have a look at the recipe for the encased fan. And this we can't craft yet. This requires a shaft, a propeller, and a diorite alloy casing. Well, we know how to get the shaft and we know how to get the alloy casing. So let's have a look at the propeller, shall we? And the propeller requires a diorite alloy and 4 of these iron plates. Okay, let's go and see how we can make iron plates. Now in the wiki, if you go through and have a look at all the machines, you'll eventually come across this thing called the mechanical press. And the mechanical press is a mechanical device that applies pressing recipes to items positioned beneath it. It can press materials such as gold, copper, and iron ingots. So I figure this is what we need to press our iron ingots into plates. So let's go and make ourselves a mechanical press. And as you can see for this, all we need is a cog, another diorite casing, and a block of diorite alloy. Now if I look through here somewhere, and let's have a look on the machines first of all, we've only got 7 diorite alloys, so we might have to get some more of that. We do have some shafts. There's my squeezer from last time and my dripper, which is we might need. We've got some iron on us. We need some diorite, which I believe is that box there. So let's grab ourselves some diorite. Alright, so let's quickly make ourselves. First of all, we'll grab a couple of nuggets and we'll make ourselves some diorite alloy. And this should be enough to make at least 1 diorite alloy block. So we've got that part. We've got the shafts, so I probably need some more wood. So we'll just quickly grab a little bit more wood. Remember how to make cogs. Right, so what we want a couple of these. We'll grab, actually I'm probably going to grab all 4. And then we'll make another series of 8 shafts. That should give us not quite everything. The casing is what we needed, isn't it? So I actually needed logs. Make myself a few of these. Let's just quickly make these. Where's my lovely axe? There it is. There, we grab some alloy. Axe back in our hand. Right, now let's see what we can make. So we can make our mechanical press. Perfect, that's exactly what we want to make. Now the mechanical press, like any of these machines, can run off the water wheel. So what we're actually going to do is we are going to set it up to be here. Now as you saw, I right clicked on that block, but I actually put a block up, and there is a reason for that. Just going to fix up this water quickly before it annoys me too much. There we go, beautiful. And that is because that is where we're going to throw our items to be pressed. Now I'm going to hook this up to the water wheel, which means I'm going to need to do a little bit of block placing, and we're going to use wood because it's nice and easy. So we want cog there. And let me see if it'll, no, it won't let me put a cog on the torch. Damn. Didn't really want to do that, but that's okay. One there, we'll go there. We'll put, just sneak in this little gap here. Put one there. And as you can see, that gets it spinning. Perfect. We just take down all this wood. And we'll put our torch back up here as well. It's my torch. So you guys can all see everything and it doesn't get too dark. Perfect. Beautiful. Now, 1, 2, 3, we needed 4 iron plates. I don't know if you can do it all at once, but I do know if I go, where'd it go, where'd it go, where'd it go? Ta-da! And we have 1 iron plate. Beautiful. So let's go and do that a couple more times and get all the iron plates we need. Perfect. Okay, so from here we can now create our propeller. Beautiful. And then from here we can create our encased fan. Even better. So now we have a few more bits and pieces that we need to get our copper. So the other thing I'm going to do is grab some more cogs, because we're definitely going to need some more of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up all the cogs, and then we're going to place this encased fan down ready to go. And that way you guys can see what it looks like placed down. So I need one there to put a cog here. I hear a slime. And this is why I have my fence. There we go. So I've had quite a few slimes turn up, which is hence the fence here now. And this is what we get from them. We get mob souls, we get slime balls, and we get slime cards. And you'll see by the number of mob souls that I've got and slime balls that I've got that I've had quite a few slime turn up. Let's just pop this into here. Excellent. Alright, let's get on with making this. So we've got one there. We've got cog there. Then same get up again. Oops. Put a cog there. And I think I'm also going to put one extra cog here. And you'll understand why shortly. Hopefully this works the way I think it does. Or the way I remember it working. Take down all these. Perfect. Okay. So, if I remember rightly, we paste this down underneath. It starts it up. And as you can see, it pushes out particles. And you can see exactly what direction it's going by what way the particles face. So you can make it face this way. You can... Oh, I'm being pushed away. Or you can make it face the other way. Now, in this case, I am going to potentially turn this sideways, I think. So let's just break that down. I'm going to actually make it go this way. Ah, there we go. Now, so the easiest way to deal with this is to set yourself up a little catchment area. And that's where you can throw things into it and you will be able to catch it and it doesn't go flying off down the end of the room. So I'm going to set myself up a little catchment area just here to make it a little bit easier for myself. And we might as well do that out of wood. So we'll give it a couple of blocks. And we'll just, like this, build up a little catchment area. There we go. We've got ourselves a little catchment area. Now at the moment it's not going to do anything. All it's doing is blowing out air. Because we have not put our packed ice underneath yet. So let's go jump round and do that. So all we need to do, and keep an eye on the particles because you will notice they will change. So at the moment they're sort of that clear, whitey, smoky looking. So we'll take that out. We'll put the packed ice underneath. And there, see how they've changed to a water. So that means they're now ready to wash. Which is exactly what we want. We want things to be washed. Now we have several things that can be washed, but what we specifically want is copper. And copper comes from washing sand. So I'm going to grab a stack of sand, just split that out there. And we're going to chuck a stack of sand into here. So I'm just going to stand a little bit further back on the block so that I don't re-pick up the sand again. And if I go in here and I go and aim up the top here, it drops in there perfectly. And as you can hear, it's changing. Changes 3 items each cycle. And it takes a minute or so, well not even that I don't think. It takes a few seconds for you to be able to get all the items out of that entire stack of sand. So it doesn't take too long. It's not too bad. And thus we wait. And you're able to see there all the items we look like we can pick up. I'm just going to clear out a bit of my inventory. Right, sounds like it's finished. Oh no, there we go. It's got a few more to go. Now it's finished. Alright, so we've cleared out a bit of our inventory. I'm just going to cross out. So all we see is what comes up in here. If we drop down into here, drop back out again. These are all some of the things we can pick up from doing sand. So we've got a coal nugget, our copper scraps, which is exactly what we're looking for, some clay, some gold scraps, and some cactus seeds, which is perfect. And I don't think we've left anything behind, which is even better. So we'll quickly drop the seeds off. Crops. Right, so we'll put our cactus seeds away in here. Noisy. And we can put our we can put these other things in here. Now I'm going to leave the copper on me. We'll put all those in there. So it's another way of getting clay, which is really cool. Squish, squish, squish. Bye. Okay. No! I definitely need that. Okay, so we've got our copper ore. Our copper scrap, sorry. And we've got 12, which is perfect, actually. Because, well, maybe not quite as perfect as I'd like. Damn. We actually need one more. So let's go and do another stack of sand. Now, I've thought about this and how to make it so that we could actually automatically put this into a chest or something. But there's no way I can think of doing it without it sucking in the sand. Except by running an entire filtered storage system. So if you can think of something, feel free to comment down below. But yeah, so at the moment it's just a case of it's just got to sit there really until we're good to go and can pick it up. We've got another 15 scraps, so that's great. Let's quickly drop these off on the way past. The clay doesn't actually go in here. Clay goes in here. Oh, we got another cactus seed. Nice. Let's get ourselves some more. What did I do with the... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Alright. Those, there we go. Might as well grab all that we can. We will put the scraps back in here. I'll deal with that in a minute. So what we want to do is we want to place 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. We want to grab our standard bucket, right click on it, and as you can see it creates a copper bucket, and we want to put that into here, let it dry. Look at that copper block. And the cool thing is it means that 4 scrap actually makes 9 ingots, so you get double when you do it this way, which is quite cool. So we've now got 9 copper ingots, and from here we can go and create a copper can. In fact, we get 2 of them. Look at that, can do attitude, and we can do, and we've done. That's awesome. Let's just quickly put our copper stuff in here to keep it nice and safe. A lot of stuff we've got in here. I'm just going to quickly do my inventory and I'll be right back. Okay, I've cleared out my inventory, so let's get a look at the quest line and see what's next, shall we? We've completed that. Yahoo! The first step in making tools is making a good tool head. For this instance, we will use an iron pickaxe as our example. Smelt iron in a smeltery, collect the iron in a copper can, place the sand cast into the casting basin, place a stone pickaxe head into the casting basin with the sand cast, remove the stone pickaxe head, pour the molten iron from the copper can into the cast, wait for it to cool and remove the iron pickaxe head. All that for an iron pickaxe head. Whew. that's a bit of a detailed one. There's quite a few steps with this, but it uses all the processes we've just actually used to complete our knowledge around how to make tools and weapons. So let's go ahead and do what we need to do. First step, and we got compressed clay from our last reward. Fantastic. So the first step is we need to get some iron into the smeltery. So that's relatively easy, right? We just need... Well, we don't even need that. Let's go grab some out of here. We've got heaps in here. So we'll grab 4 pieces of iron. And we put 1, 2, 3, 4. And we use our copper can. And it makes a molten iron can. Awesome. Alright, next up we need our sand cast. So we'll grab one of those. And we put this in the casting table. Look at that, beautiful. Now from here we need a stone pickaxe head. Don't actually think we've got one, so let's quickly make one of those. So first up, as we've done before, we need to grab a pickaxe pattern. Grab one of those. Then from here we jump into this table, we grab a stone pickaxe head. Perfect. We go and right click that onto the sand cast. Perfect. From here we remove that again and look at that, it's created a hole in our sand cast. From there we pour the molten iron into the cast. We wait for it to dry. We right click. Quest complete. And look what we've got. We've got an iron pickaxe head. Do you know what's really cool about this? Is I'm all set up to make an iron pickaxe. So just grab the string binding and a stick. Perfect. And we can keep the stone pickaxe head so we can use that for the next lot of castings we need to do. So obviously it uses up a sand cast, but it doesn't use up the pickaxe head. So once you've got these, you've got a series of those. It's just a matter of creating those sand casts, which is, real simple. So that's great. So let's check out our reward. Well, let's go complete the quest first. See what the next one might be. Completed, claim reward. Oh my gosh, how simple and fast was that? Congratulations on completing this chapter of the quest book. But don't stop here. There's so much to see and do in Stoneblock 3. Oh my goodness. We've got it complete. That's the smelting questline complete. Well done to us. Alright, so let's go see what reward we actually got for that. Oh, we got another stone hammer. I was hoping it was a diamond one. That's okay. We can handle that, right? So one last thing before we end this episode is we have an item called a wrench that we can make. And if we look into the quest book, you can see that we should be able to use this to see what other items we can put through the millstone and the encased fan. So in the wiki, I believe under cogs, there is an item called the wrench. This is how we can make it. So we need to make copper plates for this one, but we've got the diorite alloy, we've got the cog, we can get the cog, we can get sticks, and we can now get copper plates. And the wrench is a tool used to change the state of conveyor belts from lower to upper slabs and vice versa. But why I want to make it is because using a wrench on a millstone or an encased fan will display a list of its uses and drops. And I like the sound of that. So let's go and get all the ingredients we need to make the wrench. So we need a couple of copper plates, and we've got enough copper ingots now. So let's go grab those. Actually, we'll go in from this side because this is the side it seems to drop from. So if we go drop, beautiful. That one. Perfect. Then we grab ourselves a piece of diorite alloy. Not there. Let's try this one. Diorite alloy. And we'll need a shaft. We'll need a bit of wood. That should be enough, I think. Grab ourselves a cog. We have a stick. There it is, the wrench used on conveyor belts, encased fans and millstones. So let's go. So first of all, let's use it on the millstone. Now the one thing with the millstone is it cannot be connected to the cog at the time of using it on the millstone. So I'm just going to, because the millstone can't actually be working, so I'm just going to remove that cog. And then let's right click, left click. And there you go. You can see it brings up this gorgeous little diagram that tells you what you can put in the millstone. So we can put gravel, we can put terracotta, which makes red sand, and dripstone makes clay, which we know about that one, and we knew about this one. But we've learned that cactus can make green dye in the millstone. Bones will make a whole lot of bone meal, and diorite will also make bone meal. So that's really handy information. So the other thing we can use it on is this encased fan. I think it's the same deal. I don't think we want the cog on it. And we should be able to go left click and it comes up and tells us all the stuff that we can put in here. So as you can see, soul sand will make all the stuff to the top right. The gravel will give us diamond, emerald, lapis. So that's going to be real handy. We're going to want to put some gravel through there. There's what the sand gave us, the clay, the copper, the gold, and the cactus seeds. Dust can give us redstone, bone meal, ancient spores, and gunpowder. And red sand will give us sticks and gold nuggets. Now, I'm assuming the bottom bit means eventually this blue ice might change into that and the magma might change into that, but I'm not 100% sure. I think we need to play around with the blasting to see what kind of stuff it gives. I'm assuming it gives the same sort of stuff if we blast it versus washing it. Who knows? I have to play and find out. Alright, so let's quickly put these cogs back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some gravel. And we're going to see if we can get some diamond and see how much we actually get. And it's pretty cool. We've got all this energy and all this stuff working off one water wheel. I think that's pretty amazing. All right, so in here, I have gravel. So let's go and grab some gravel. Just a stack. And we'll see what our ratios are for a stack of gravel. Up there. You can see that wrench was pretty handy to get that information from. And yes, it was one of the many things I discovered while I was trying to figure out how to get copper. So I was pretty excited I was going to be able to make that one. I'm pretty keen to see what comes out of here. Looks like a little lapis, a lot of iron, a lot of flint. Yay, there was a bit of emerald in there. That's a good sign. I'm not sure how often, like I don't know what the percentages are or the ratios are for emerald and diamond. So that'll be really interesting to see. Alright, perfect. Let's have a look. We didn't get any diamond this time around. But there we go, that's what we got. We got flint, amethyst, emerald, lapis lazuli, and some iron nuggets. So that's pretty cool. So it looks like diamond's going to be a real hard one to get. And it's going to take a bit of a grind to get. But that's okay. We can handle the grind. And with that, I think I'm actually going to leave it here today. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that little like button and subscribe to the channel to catch the next episode, where we're going to look at completing the technology questline, starting with crafting the harvester. Stay safe, everybody. Stay strong. And until then, bye.